I gotta pull up the chat. I forgot that I don't have it.
Hello, hello. Yay, Amelia, I'm glad you made it. Hey, TB.
There's people in chat already. Hi, everybody.
Ooh, lemonade and ginger beer.
Ooh,
Yay,
oh, wait.
Coke Zero.
Lemonade
Ooh,
and ginger
I'm glad you were able to make it. I'm glad that we were able to help you.
That sounds...
I'm having some wine tonight. Ooh, it's Dublin White Sangria.
What is with that wine topper? Bless you.
It's not mine. Bless you.
Hello, Kate. Hello.
Hey, Kate.
Hello, everybody.
I'm having some white sangria in your honor, Kate.
I actually have some ginger beer, but ginger beer is non-alcoholic.
You got to make it alcoholic, bro. That's the tip.
Hello, Becca. Hello, Lindsay. Hello.
Hi, Becca. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Kristen. Hi, everybody.
You know, oh my God. All my friends.
Kevin, stop pretending like you have friends. This is why you don't have friends, Kevin. You ignore them when they talk to you.
Shut up. I was responding to Lindsay.
Hello? That's right. After that, you stay pure while you're young. Drink your Sprite.
Do we have vodka still in the freezer?
Ooh, we have tequila, but we didn't have any. The mix had gone bad.
I think I have some Tito's vodka in the freezer. I could maybe make a little something.
Yikes.
What? It's just, oh, my face is so red.
Oh, hey, Grape Fry. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Tosh. Hello, everybody.
I feel like it could be me, my hopeful thinking, but it looks like I'm not as pixely as I normally am.
It does look a lot better.
Well, I fixed my internet, so...
The internet issue's taken care of, right?
Yeah. I love Moscow Mules, too. That's why I was thinking, because I think I might have ginger beer left, but I don't have a lime, so I can't really make one.
I don't like Moscow Mules. I don't get the appeal.
I love them. They're so good.
I really wanted my Patron, but I didn't think I should be taking shots.
For every 1,000 words you get, just take a shot of tequila.
No, because I already got messy last week by the end of the show, so.
Oh, you know what I really want to try? I want to try White Claw. I want to, because it's the alcoholic seltzer water.
Oh, that don't even sound good.
But it's 0 calories.
Well, yeah, but it's also terrible in taste.
I love Dr. Pepper. I drink Diet Dr. Pepper, though, because I'm trying to cut back my...
Shots and plots. I love that, Lindsay. Let's do it.
Everyone is talking about White Claw. Literally everyone.
Yeah, they are.
There was this meme I sent a meme to my brother, and it was like giving a White Claw to a toddler, and it says, if he can crawl, he can claw.
I told you about that time when I was living in Riverside in California, and I took my dog to the dog park, and a guy was drinking a Four Loko at the dog park.
That's so disgusting.
Like, really, bro? A Four Loko at the dog park? Okay.
Who just in the middle of the day is like, I'm just gonna casually drink a Four Loko today?
I know, just like it was like a, like a Thursday at 4 p.m. or something.
Casual.
Oh yeah, see, I don't like LaCroix, so
I love it. I was literally just gonna type that. Shots and plots. I actually hate taking shots. It's like one of my least favorite things.
I mean, as I get older, it's not as fun. But I was definitely a shots girl in my youth. But I also do what is it? See, this is showing my old age. Like literally today, I've tried to tell like 5 different things to people, and I just can't remember stuff. So, beer bongs, that's what they're called.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was beer bong champion.
I really like. I can do tequila shots, but I can't do vodka shots. I don't really like vodka. I just drink.
Yeah, I feel vodka. Me too. All right, Lindsay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it live. we'll do like every 500 words or like every 1,000 words. Maybe we should do it during Nano. Yeah, exactly, Megan. Like you just do the shots, you just like get it over with.
But Megan, if you get like a fruity drink, you can't even tell the alcohol's in there. You just.
What are you taking shots of that are for? Oh, you mean like as opposed to?
Yeah. What? If there are any children in this chat, make sure you don't drink until you're legal.
Hey, I told Apricot to drink her Sprite. She said she wasn't old enough.
Just make sure you are legal in your area.
It does, Kate. It turns into messy Laura by the end of the night.
By the end of the night, Laura turns into messy Laura within like.
Only when I'm drinking tequila. Tonight I'm drinking wine. Sangria.
I think I have a bottle of champagne in the fridge, but it's been in the fridge for like since we moved in here, because it's like the bottle I've been saving to drink like when I sell a book. But at the same time, it's not like it's a fancy bottle of champagne. It's just, I think it's like it was maybe like $10.
Ooh, you know, I like that Martini and Rossi or whatever.
Oh, so does Mom. Martin and Rossi.
Oh yeah.
Mom loves it.
So good. I'm also wearing my Pearl Sly Goople dress today. Does anyone know who Pearl Sly Goople is? Kevin, do you?
Did you say Slag Hooper or Hoople?
It's Pearl Sly Goople.
I don't think that's a thing. No.
Did you find it?
No.
Pearl Sly Goople is Wilma Flintstone's mother.
Oh, her last name's Slag Hoople.
Oh, I'm saying it the same way. They say it on the show Sly Goople. She has like a dress like this in the cartoon, doesn't she?
Hers is pink, but yeah.
Okay, but it's still got like the feathers on it.
Yeah. Well,
Or maybe you're looking at a different one.
There's supposed to be tears. Oh my gosh, I forgot that didn't Elizabeth Taylor play her in the movie?
Yes.
Weird. What a weird decision.
I always tell Aaron when I wear this, I'm like, I always feel like I feel like Wilma Flintstone's mother.
While we're talking, everyone make sure you're pulling up your documents or your Google Docs, whatever you write in.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, she has, it's like pink and it has like the black like things on it. She has like a white one too. She wears her hair up like I do. Oh God. So what's everyone working on tonight as we get up our stuff? Are we mostly working on writing new stuff? Are we revising? Kev, what are you working on?
You know, I hadn't decided before the stream started. I think I'm going to continue working on the middle grade.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. I talked about it in my stream. I mean, in my video that went up yesterday. I don't know. My latest video, that like, it just, I feel like I don't know what I'm doing.
Then why are you working on it?
Because I told myself that's what I was going to work on next. That's why.
See, I need to make some headway. I've devoted this week to actually getting some work done and not just one little scene like I've been doing. Did Save the Cat save your novel, Tosh?
TB's in one of his videos said that he read it and realized his entire first draft needed to be rewritten.
Oh, that's what happened to me, basically.
Okay, writing the scenes you skipped in Project Blue 2. I don't know how you do that. I can't skip it. When I skip it, I just get so stressed.
I can't either. I was just thinking about this. Like, I actually envy people who can jump around or like skip scenes. I have to write everything in order or I feel super uncomfortable. Like, I'm one of those people who has to like make a list and then I have to do everything on the list in the order that I wrote it. So I figure
I don't have to do that.
I have to purposefully write the list in the order that I want to do things because I have to do them in order. It drives me nuts. And I wish I wasn't like that because sometimes like I don't work on stuff as much because I'm blocked in that spot. And if I could just move on to something else, I could probably be more productive, but like my brain will not let me.
I don't do that with the lists. Interesting.
Apricot, I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to write as much as I can this weekend.
Maybe I could work on an outline. I don't know. Outline since last stream. We're going to Teen Wolf fanfic. We have talked about fanfiction in the past. I think, yeah, that. It seems like most people on AuthorTube that did fanfiction back in the day all did Harry Potter fanfiction.
Yeah, I've never done any fan. There was something the other day that I was like, okay, if I was going to do fan fiction, I could see doing it for this, but I can't remember what it was now.
Laura and I once read a fan fiction together. Do you remember that, Laura?
Are you talking about the one for the Lunar Chronicles?
Yeah, and it was really gross.
That was when I first found out about, that's when you first told me about fan fiction. I didn't even know it was like a thing. And I was like, wow, this is really interesting. And I was reading Scarlet from the Lunar Chronicles. And so I started looking up Scarlet fan fiction because I really liked the love interest. What's his name? Wolf or whatever, right?
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
And it was disturbing.
It was
picture was rated X. And it was
yeah, it was super erotic and like dealt with weird animal things.
I was like, ooh, okay.
I actually whatever. It was so gross.
I think part of the problem is for me, I have a hard time getting in the head of a character that somebody else created. Because I've once considered doing like a spec script, but I feel like I don't know characters well enough to write them.
Yeah.
If I didn't create them.
I think that's the point though, is like you have to, like, if you're gonna write for a show, you have to be able to jump into a character.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't do it. That's what I'm saying. I have a problem doing that. That's why I don't think I can do fan fiction either. It's so weird to me to write a character that I didn't create. I feel like I don't know how to do it. It's not like it feels bad or anything. I'm just saying I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do that.
TB, yeah, I know that there's smutty fan fictions, but this one in particular dealt with some weird, gross human things that I don't know.
Sexual things at certain times of the month.
And smells. It was gross. Yeah. It went into some weird stuff. It was not after winter. It was during Scarlet still.
Yeah.
No, because he's literally.
Yeah, I'm really against fan fiction. It's cool. It's just that was my first experience with it, and I was like, this is weird. What is this? Oh my gosh, I have been meaning to watch Euphoria, and I have not gotten around to it yet. So don't spoil anything.
Hello, Emily. Hello. I love My Immortal. Okay, TB. Literally,
I don't know.
There is the funniest internet historian on YouTube did a reading of My Immortal, and I listen to it all the time. It is so funny. I literally just re-listened to the first one the other day with Damien. It's just so good. Oh, Laura, you would like it too. It's just a guy reading a really bad fan fiction. She's like, stop flaming preps. Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah, Megan, it was. All right, does everyone have their stuff pulled up? Kevy, do you have your stuff pulled up?
I just put the link, by the way, to My Immortal reading in chat, so TB and whoever else is interested. Really quick, before we start, look, Laura, these are the dice I got in the mail.
Ooh, nice. I actually just found my D&D dice last night when I was looking for the house.
I have my orange ones right here, but now I have the rainbow ones. I still need a pink pair, though. At least was Lindsay, it's by Internet Historian. I don't know what his name is. He I don't know. He's really funny. All of his videos are really funny.
Artemis, there's been a new version of Save the Cat. It's called Save the Cat Writes a Novel, and it shows you how it's applicable, because storytelling is really the same regardless of like if it's for screen or for a book. I mean, there are different elements to like how you develop certain things and what you include, but it's talking more about structure of plot. So you should look up Save the Cat Writes a Novel. I might actually have it linked in the description of this.
Okay, I am ready to start. Let me pull up a timer.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm almost finished with my first glass of wine already. So
I'm pulling up the Oregon Trail, but I can't show you guys today because I'm not hosting. So.
Oh yeah, and I don't know how to do that stuff.
It's fine. Timer, online timer.
Sure, Artemis. Like I said, I think I have it linked in the description of this video, but if not, it's by Jessica Brody.
Sorry, I'm just pulling up the timer. There's like the plain, like boring one. I guess I'm the only one that's seeing it, so it doesn't really matter. Fun stopwatches.
Every time I think I'm done with this section, something occurs to me that I was like, oh, I should go fix that real quick. I told Aaron the other day, I was like, hey, let me read you this one thing from the section that I changed. And he was like, I thought we were done with that section. I was like, well, like I was, but then like I thought of something. He's like, I thought it was like closed, like you're done. And I was like, okay, it's never done. All right. So just let me read this thing to you. And then I read him like the new part and he was like, I don't know why you changed.
Non-writers will never fully understand.
He's like, I liked it better the other way. I'm like, damn it. So we had to like work it out how we got like some of what I previously had and then some of the change so that it's still like, so I was just having an issue with something in it.
How long are we doing for the first one? 10 minutes?
Yeah. You should do that, Lindsay. I've sort of been doing that on my channel where I review writing books. I'm in the middle of Anatomy of Story, but it's just so dense that I've kind of been going slow in it.
I really want to read, because I feel like everyone's been talking about it. What is it called? The Royal Art of Poison. I want to read that.
Oh yeah, Lainey was talking about that, and Lindsay, right?
Yeah. I actually think Lindsay's the one that recommended it to Lainey.
Lainey, yeah.
But didn't Kate talk about it too recently? I don't remember. All I know is I really want to read it because my fantasy book's gonna have a lot of poison in it. Not a lot, but some. And here is a suggested book. I have not yet read it. I have pushed this in the past. I don't know why. I just it's the fantasy fiction formula. I need to read it though. I don't know if it's actually any good. But I think someone suggested this on AuthorTube too. I don't remember who.
All right, we ready to do our first rent?
Yep, I have the timer pulled up.
All right, let's start it on the 50 mark.
Okay, it's too bad you guys can't see this because I found a really nice timer.
All right, nobody cares, Kevin.
Oh, yeah. See, I can't deal with brilliant stuff, Lindsay. I'll just stick to regular old quaint stuff.
See, I don't know, Lindsay. You and I might have to have a talk after I'm done with it because I have a lot of issues with some stuff he says in there that I don't. We'll talk. We'll talk about it. Because I don't know. Some of it I agree with, and some of it I'm like, really?
Okay, you ready to start?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do 10 minutes. And yeah, we'll do that.
I'm starting now?
Yeah.
Everybody start. I don't know how to turn the volume off this one. Sorry. That's the end of the sprint. Got some cheering for some reason. I hate that timer. I'm never using it again.
Woo, so I fixed. Remember I said I had to go back to fix like one little section in a previous section? I fixed it and I like it, but I'm glad I read back over it because this empty wine glass has already gotten to me. Because I wrote never worn, like a warning, instead of ever worn, like you wear. I put never worn, like never worn. In the next sentence, I guess I used worn twice, so I should probably revisit that. But I wrote worn again. It's hard to say.
Oh my God. How did everybody else do? I got 348 words in middle grade.
Nice. I have a question. I'm not being funny. I'm being serious. Is your middle grade LGBT?
Obviously. Do I write anything that's not?
Well, that's why I was asking. I was just curious.
Wow. 200 words, 220, 139. Everybody's killing it already. It's so weird to me, like when I'm not in camp. I mean, not during NaNoWriMo, I feel like less stressed to get words done. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like during actual Nano, I'm like, oh, it's 6 p.m. and I haven't even written 200 words. And then we do a 10-minute sprint and I can write like over 200.
Yeah.
Where is that during NaNoWriMo?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the one who's hosting and I'm just too stupid to figure out how to do stuff like that. Ooh, 337. 250, nice. I think I saw Becca said she did 200, nice. Debbie 220. I'm trying to think. I haven't like really, I guess in 10 minutes. Yeah, I usually probably get, I think last week I was only doing like 100.
Hey, 100 is better than nothing though.
I just say for me, I was like, I'm also like revising. So if I'm fast drafting, it's like way different. I'll just like barf out words, but because this is like a revision, I'm trying to be a little bit more thoughtful. And I think that's what's causing me to be so much slower. I'm just having to write so much more than I intended, but I don't know why I'm like surprised because every orange card is new stuff. And like my second board is almost all orange cards. So, ooh.
The hotel in between. I'm going to write that down, Lindsay.
Well, that sounds interesting.
I can't even see your second board, Laura. So I don't.
Oh, I know, but like I've showed it before. Here, look.
Oh.
The first one had like a lot of orange as well, but God, when I get to the freaking second half of the act 2, it's. Although some of it was there were so many changes I needed to make that I just got a new card, so there's no like new material, but it's still going to be really close to like rewriting.
You can do it. I'm kind of fast drafting, I guess, which might be why I'm getting words so quickly.
From now on, like that's the only way I'm gonna do like my first draft is just fast drafting. Just barf it out, get her done. Ooh, nice, Emily. Character motive.
My character, my middle grade's motive is. I was like, I was about to say he doesn't really have a motive, I don't think. But then I realized like that's the whole point of the entire book. So yeah, he does have a motive. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm an idiot.
Whenever I hear that, you remember that old commercial from the 90s and he's like, What's my motivation? Or it's like a basketball player or something.
Maybe vaguely.
He like says it really like kind of flamboyantly. He's like, what's my motivation? He's like doing a commercial or something. If anyone remembers that comment, because I can't remember. Maybe I could find it. But I always think of that. It was like Charles Barkley or something.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. No. Okay, I found it. It's a Sprite commercial. And there's like 3 guys like playing basketball. And they're supposed to be like all hard. And they call cut. And then the one guy, they're like complaining. And the one guy has like an accent. And he's like all like highfalutin, and it's like, what's my motivation? It was a really popular commercial from 1998.
Yeah, Damien just said we were in kindergarten. Laura was.
Commercials run for years, people.
Laura was already 25 smoking cigarettes in 1998.
98, I was 15, so I was smoking cigarettes, but.
Zero because I was opening some. Ooh, what it came in the mail? Spill.
Yeah,
I love some good mail time.
Ooh, Charlie, I do not envy you with the handwriting. No, thank you for me.
No. I can't do it. It hurts my hand.
What's the word count? What's the range again for middle grade?
Lindsay, Damien said it's around 40,000.
Okay. I wish I could come up with a plot for my middle grade premise.
Lindsay said that she's on the last chapter. That's exciting. Ooh.
I think my chat is delayed. Because like you'll comment on some stuff that's like not even up for me yet.
Yeah, I think that happens when you go through StreamYard. New notebook's exciting. I love a good notebook. And also 30 to 45K. Okay. I don't know. Lindsay, I should just message you because you know more about the stuff than I do, and I'm just like so conflicted.
Yeah, that's what YouTube is for. Watch the videos.
One of the reasons why I'm not trying super hard to jump into this right now is because I already got my revisions back, so I'm gonna work on those, and then I'll put more full force into the middle grade. I think I want to do the fantasy for Nano. I just said that out loud for the first time.
Oh, say it 2 more times and it becomes real.
And then say it 2 more times and a knight shows up behind me and beheads me.
Wait, what's that? Oh, you have Halloween High?
Yeah, I was like making fun of that and like Bloody Mary. You like say it 3 times.
I was thinking of Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm. Internet reboot. Blue. The age-old turn it off and turn it back on.
Oh, Charlie, I outline by hand also, actually. So.
Ooh, TB. I think it also depends. Like, I think it depends on what level of middle grade, if that makes sense. Because there's like early reader, which is considered middle grade still, I think, right, Damien?
Yeah. Also, I think like if it's fantasy, it's supposed to be longer, you know?
Yes. Lindsay talks about that in her video, that like if you're writing a middle grade fantasy, it's supposed to be longer. I'm a little conflicted with mine. Can you hear my fan?
No.
Good.
Internet reboot. Unplug in, plug it back in. It always works. Crime genre. I don't know. What is that? There's an ant.
I know.
Not today, Aunt Satan. You're about to die. Sorry, not sorry. I know. I really want to start working on my nano project too.
Me too. I've been okay, but if you followed my channel for any amount of time, I have been talking about writing this adult fantasy book since the beginning of the year. So this is going on like 8 months, and so I want to start it. I'm
excited to start plotting mine. I'm hoping to be able to plot in October. Yeah, but we'll see.
I don't know. I really wanted to get a draft of the middle grade done before Nano. Like, not like it doesn't have to be good. It could be a fast draft, it could be 0 draft, whatever. I just want to get a draft done, and now I'm just like worried that's not going to happen.
Yeah, my plan is to be done revising this.
You can fast draft in November. Also, Charlie, I'm sorry, I meant to respond and say I'm not sure what the word length is for a crime genre.
Yeah, I don't know at all.
I'm sure you can find that pretty easily if you Google it.
Yeah, same.
I didn't realize my hair was doing that.
And I cannot do multiple projects. I just can't. My brain will not let me. So, got to get this one done. That's why I'm planning to get a lot done this weekend. And let's hold on real quick. I just want to say, let's do our next sprint on the 5 after.
5 after?
Well, the 15, I meant, like the 5.
I was like, what are you talking about? It's 11 after. How long are we doing? 15 minutes or 10?
Oh, let's do 15. Okay. Since it'll have been an hour. We've only done 10.
Well, out of an hour, we've done 25 minutes of sprinting.
Yeah.
That's about average.
Productive. For once in my life. For once in my life. I mean, we can always start earlier. I was just saying at the late.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. Let's see. I already put it in chat, so we don't have an option. A new adult, young adult fantasy is right in my brain, not helpful. Yeah, Charlie, that's how I kind of am. Like, I just have these ideas that are like percolating, that want to be written.
Yeah, I just keep coming up with, like, I should be writing stuff down that comes to mind.
You don't write your ideas down?
No, I mean, not all of you. Because then I'm going to want to start really, like, actually plotting. Because I'm going to actually use Save the Cat this time to plot.
Yeah. I was driving home, and I had this, like, book idea come to me that was, like, an adult sweet romance, which a sweet romance is basically just, like, young adult, but they're adult age, like, it's all like fade to black sex and like
so
nothing like it's very just like easy reading, summer beach reading. And I came up with this idea, and so I like voice to text said like the entire plot while I was driving home. And I still think it might be a cute idea. I'm sure it's been done a million times because I mean I love books that involve romance, but a lot of romance is just like playing with the same tropes, and I'm totally cool with that. I'm not knocking on it. I just think that this one is like probably been done like a million times, but I still want to kind of write it someday. Welcome back.
I mean, I definitely write down my ideas. I'm just saying, like, I'm getting like really specific, like plot stuff, and I'm just like, shut up, brain, because I'm feeding on my story.
Well, what you should do is make like an Evernote or something account and have like
some notes.
Have like a different like book for each one, and then when you ever come up with like a plot idea, just throw it in there and you come back to it later.
Yeah, I have a list of my bullet journal. I have like literally like 17 book ideas. So
a short story for your school's literary magazine. Are you being published in it? I write down all my ideas and copy them from my notes app to a Word doc. I write down all my book ideas and like story ideas in a notebook, like a physical one, and then I sometimes will occasionally do the note app. If I'm like driving, I'll do a voice to text note app.
I have mine in my bullet journal, but I really like Lindsay's idea that if she gets like little nuggets of ideas, she puts them on note cards and then tries to put the note cards together. Because I always think of that like, oh, it'd be cool to have a character who like does this job or whatever, but like I don't know what to do with that. So I think it'd be cool to like Lindsay does take like the cards and put them together.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's like an interesting way to come up with like cool plots.
Yeah.
The Google Docs thing, for me personally, I just have been using Evernote for longer. So when it comes to Google Docs, when I log in, I don't like to see a million docs, and I don't really know how to organize them yet. So I just started using it, and like I'm writing the middle grade in there, so I don't really know yet what I'm doing on there. So that's why I still use Evernote.
Do a Google Docs tutorial video.
Who?
Someone did.
Yeah, but I don't know if they talked about organizing the. I don't know. How
did like color coding and organizing and like.
Was that Becca?
I was thinking it was Emily. I don't know. Are either one of them?
Listen, you guys? I love all of AuthorTubers, but sometimes my brain memory is so bad I can't remember who did what video.
Brooke, okay. So I knew somebody did.
I know. We're just like giving credit to Becca and Emily.
I know what to say, Kevin. Every time you can't remember who did a video about something, you're always like, I think it was Becca. Like every time. Like, I think it was Becca. And every time Becca's like, nah, not me. funny.
Oh wait, we gotta start this. Okay, so we are starting. Okay, it was Brooke that did it, so I have to watch that video.
Started. All the credit. All right, we're gonna do 15 minutes sprint.
Yeah, they do this as well.
Mhm.
It's like the pitch document thingy, but you can scroll to the script at the end.
You set the timer. It's got 18 seconds left. Okay. We're done.
Oh. So I have a lot of thoughts that I want to share. Some revelations I've had about editing.
Yeah.
So hold on, let me see first. Okay, so I just in terms of progress, I revised 529 words. So fancy. So something
Nice.
I realized, and I've been thinking about this because I was thinking about, like, Kate has talked a lot about this, and I think some other people have too, but I know Kate has specifically mentioned, like, the zero draft, and everyone's always asking her, like, what does that mean? What's a zero draft, right? And I'm kind of starting to get at least what, like, a zero draft looks like for me, because as I'm going through and revising the sections where I fast drafted, like, it's more so me, like, telling the story to me in the way that I wrote it. So, like, it's not, like, in her head, because it's present tense, first person, and a lot of it is not, like, how she would be thinking and how she would be It's like I walk across the room, I sit down, I take a book, blah blah blah. Like it's a lot more narration.
Yeah.
Rather than like her like speaking to me like in her mind, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like removed a little bit. And I think this is something that I mentioned to you. I think it kind of goes along with like filter words as well. Like I see this, I feel that. Like that's removing us from the action, and it's like it's more of like narration. And so I'm realizing that in my fast draft, which is fine because I'm going to revise it. But I'm just saying, like I'm seeing that I did that a lot, but I'm like, okay, this is not like in her voice, like what's happening. This is like a narrator, like her removed as a narrator, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm fixing the sentences to where they're still saying the same thing, but it's saying it like authentically how she would say it and not like a narration. Like it almost reads like she's watching a video of herself and being like, okay, now I'm walking over to the table, I'm taking a seat, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like as opposed to like in the moment. So that's kind of like how I kind of feel like a first draft, like in the idea of like telling yourself the story. It's kind of written like that, like narrating it to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think the zero draft also means different things to different people, and you found out what yours is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though, because like that idea of like telling yourself the story, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Lindsay. Exactly. So it's just like it's so much like narration and like removed. It almost reads like a summary of like the events as opposed to like in the moment kind of stuff.
Becca, do we know what you're working on right now? Have you talked about what you're writing next?
Oh yeah. Ooh, 390. Nice.
Yeah, I think I'm fuzzy. I think my internet connection. I think I'm trying to do too many things. I have a nice desktop computer, and it's not that nice. I don't know what's going on. Good night, Charlie. Thank you for coming.
Oh, apricot. Sad.
Hey, it's good to see you.
Yeah, Kev got a little fuzzy there for a minute, but he's.
I don't know what's going on.
You're better though. You're better.
It is what it is.
Are you running a microwave?
No. I'm a fuzzy little peach.
I mean, you're fine now. It was just for like a second, like a hot second. Ooh, so secretive, Becca.
Ooh, exciting.
Of course they count, Lindsay. But it's just so funny because I feel the same way. Like I'm reading it back over, and at the time I thought like, oh, this isn't bad. But now that I'm like in the voice of my character, and I'm like part of the way through the book, I'm like, oh, this is not. Where did my character go? She's gone. This is like sort of summation of what's happening. How's it going for you, Kevbo?
I'm just doing research. Well, that sprint I did research for the middle grade, and it's just.
Ooh, can you tell us what you're researching?
No.
Ooh.
Sorry, it's just. I feel like it's not concrete enough of an idea for me to really talk about yet, if that makes sense. Like.
Yeah.
At this stage, it still could change a lot, and so if I tell you anything, like I don't know if that's actually gonna stay.
That's why I'm not getting too into detail about my story. Not until I get through this draft.
Yeah, because like from what I originally knew the book as and what you've been talking about it lately, yeah. I'm like, that's like a different book.
It's so different. Like I said something to Aaron the other day because Aaron knew about the first. I had a completely different idea for this book a couple of years ago, and I've so fundamentally changed it. And I said something to Aaron the other day, and he was like, "Well, what about blah 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 with this character?" I'm like, "Oh, sweetie, no, that doesn't even happen in this book anymore. That's not even this character anymore." Because he was like, especially the main character, completely changed her. She used to be short, blonde, quiet, like small, like, and now she's a BBW. No, but she's like, sorry, I've had too much wine. No, but she's like the exact opposite. She was like a former, like, like nerd goth girl, and she's like brown hair. Like she's totally different. She's got an attitude. She's just So I don't know. He said something about the main character.
The most important question is, what color are her D&D dice?
She does have them, though.
You need to figure out, because it actually says a lot about a person. It does.
Hers are black and red.
They're what?
Black and red.
Okay, so I already have an image in my head of like what kind of chick she is based off that.
Yeah, well, I put the picture in my recent video.
No, but like not literally looks like, but like the personality wise.
Yes.
What color are your dice for? I don't remember.
They're purple. I think they're right here, actually. Hold on.
I actually feel like saying like what color your dice are could also describe your character, because mine is a gnome with orange hair, which is why I have.
They look kind of blue in this writing, but they're purple.
Yeah.
They're purple with like light blue. They're very on brand. Purple is my brand. Purple and blue, this blue, and then like a...
Yeah, these are really on brand for me too. Being gay is on brand.
It's on trend too.
Oh my gosh. I actually just found out how to make my own dice. If I ever feel up for it.
Seems like
Earlier chapters need a lot more work than once. Stacey, I'm the same way. By the time I'm done writing a draft, I go back to the first chapter. I'm like, this is so bad. The earlier chapters of mine always need the most work.
I feel like my beginnings are always better because by the end, I'm just rushing through it. I'm just like, oh, get it done.
I feel like when I start writing, I don't necessarily know as much as like I probably should, like about the character, because I learn things when you're writing, you know? So when I go back to the beginning is just always so much worse. I don't write prologues, but I might for my fantasy book.
So this is going to sound weird, but like I'm not going to have a prologue, but I want to have like a little thing at the beginning before the story starts, but I have to make it up. And so that's going to come later.
In my alien abduction book, it starts off with a newscast, which is kind of like a prologue.
Yeah, like that's cool. Like I'm going to have something like not a newscast, but like something like that where it's like, yeah. I can't say without like giving some stuff away that I'm not giving away yet. But I do think my blog try to talk a little bit more specifics. Someone was just like, oh, and I'm doing this thing. I feel like no one has any idea what happens in my book at all. I mean, it's a pretty typical like contemporary where people are in school and they do school like stuff.
Yeah.
In that regard. Yay, we're glad you made it, Stephanie.
Mine was kind of like a prologue because it was meant to be like a, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. I liked it though. Alfalfa just jumped up on my desk. He does it every time I'm on my desk. Hostage notes. Ooh, interesting.
Ooh, that would be a cool prologue. Alfalfa is showing you up. You want to say hello? Like, no, I don't really care. I feel like you just sit at my feet.
Alfalfa likes to literally sit in my way.
See, you know how Alfalfa is. He always wants to be on my feet.
Alfalfa's laying across my desk right now, which is a mess.
Come here, Falky. Falcor needs to be. This is what happened to my dog, okay? We decided that it would be more economical to get our own stuff to cut the dog's hair. And I told Aaron, I'm concerned that we won't actually do it. It's pretty difficult to do. He's like, no, we'll do it. So my dogs are so shaggy and they need haircuts so bad.
I just do it one day when Aaron's, well, you work. So do it when he's not home.
I can't. I was never intending to do that. I don't want to groom the dog. I would pay someone to do it. I like paying people to do it.
Yeah, he sometimes does like to lay on the keyboard while I'm in the middle of stuff. It's very irritating. I meant to respond to somebody. Drafting my first novel ever. I'm starting with a love poem. Aw, I like that, Stephanie. That's cute. TV, don't hate on a prologue. I will say for the most part, a lot of prologues I've read, especially like in older books don't necessarily need to be there.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, it didn't really add much, but there are certain books where I think it can add like an air of mystery. Like, so Game of Thrones has a beginning and it has a prologue and an epilogue from a character point of view that is never used again, and it sometimes just adds a little bit of mystery.
I got the doggo. See, look at him. He needs a haircut so bad.
He looks like a mop.
I know. We can't even see anything. We're going to take him to the groomers. And then maybe Daddy can keep up with your haircuts with the shears. Because, see, the dogs don't shed. So if we don't cut their hair, it just grows and grows, huh?
Yeah, that's how I feel too, because I feel like a 50-page epilogue and prologue is then just a short story. That's not a prologue to me.
Oh, Cassie Clare's books have epilogue or prologue?
But they're 50 pages. Like, to me, that's not...
Whoa, really?
That's like a short story to me. That's like almost a novella at that point. That's a lot of pages.
Mine is just gonna, it's not even a prologue, it's just gonna be like something that's, you know, like how people include like quotes. That's
Okay.
Do you know where I'm going with that, Kevin?
Oh, I do know where you're going. I got you.
Yeah.
Mine was like a page and a half. It was basically just like a news report, like, because the book is about alien abduction, and it's a young adult about an alien abduction. It's kind of like a newscast about it, if that makes sense. That book will probably...
Okay, of course not being on camera. I have like some, because like my main character was like, what happened to her was public. So like there's some new stuff that comes up in it, but I have it happening like in the scene. Like they have the TV on talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like singling it out. Why does that sound weird?
I'm actually reading a book about... It's an older YA book. I've been reading it for like, when I say reading, I mean I've been reading it for like 12 months. I'm just slowly reading it.
That's like me and Sasha's book. Yes.
But this book like is about, you find out from the very beginning it's about one of the kids gets murdered, and it's like, she's like, okay, well let me tell you what really happened, because everyone's like villainizing her. And so it's her diary, but what's interesting is it's sometimes cut in with interviews from like a Dr. Phil type character who like thinks she knows everything that's happened and like what kind of person she really is. And she's like, no, let me tell you what really happened. Let me tell you how this really built up. And yeah, it's interesting. It's told in a diary. It's told in a diary format.
It reminds me kind of the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, where they included like photos and like a news story from the whatever you call it, the, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean,
the gossip magazine or whatever.
Like a gossip forum. Do we want to do another sprint?
Yeah.
Your screen still says currently sprinting until 30.
See, that's why I can't have nice things. I think some of you have talked about it before, maybe, but like they have like thesauruses for emotions.
Yeah, someone on AuthorTube was talking about it. I'm not going to say Becca this time. I don't know.
It was Becca. Becca, were you talking about that? I feel like I kind of need that, because there are some times that I'm just like really like my memory. I'm telling you, once I hit 35, it was like, forget it. I can't remember anything anymore. And like, I just forget people's names all the time and stuff. But anyway, that's besides the point. I know that there's like a word that I'm like looking for, like instead of saying like laugh or what, you know, whatever. And I just can't come up with it, and it's driving me nuts. So, I mean, it's not something that I want to like heavily use, because I don't like books where it's really clear people are shoving in synonyms all over the place. But I want it more so when I'm like, I got the word on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of it. Yeah. More so like for that. I'm just curious if any of you use that.
Yeah, it looks like Emily's talking about it. I want to go back.
Really, Emily? Ugh.
I'll go back really quick. Lindsay, I've actually heard The Art of Language Invention. It's on my Amazon wish list right now because I do want it. I don't know if my fantasy book's going to have any fake languages in it, but also, Mugu, I didn't know that about Dune. That's really interesting. I actually have Dune on my TBR in my bedroom. I think it's interesting. Like, is it a blatant lie like it's supposed to be, or like a kind of thing where it's like history sometimes misremembered?
It seems like it's supposed to be like really clear to the reader that it's a lie.
Well, I mean, like in the story, are they purposely lying, or is it like one of those things where like sometimes throughout history? Thank you for coming, Apricot.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
I just want to show Alfalfa one more time because he's now laying on my arm. Look at him. He's like, oh, you didn't want to use this, did you? Anyway.
Yeah, like I'm not necessarily looking. I wasn't really looking for it to like make my writing, like elevate my writing. When I was a kid and I wanted to be a poet, I had a rhyming dictionary, and it would like you look up a word and it would tell you all the words that rhyme with it. For some reason, it reminds me of that. But I just like sometimes I just feel like there's a word that I can't think of, and it drives me nuts.
Laura, what was that series called? Was it called Dune?
Called Dune, but it's spelled different. D-O-N.
Yes. So that's Brigadoon is Dune. Yeah, spelled D-O-O-N.
U-N-E is something completely different.
It's a classic like science fiction.
Yeah.
I had problems with Brigadoon, those retellings of it.
So one of my friends in grad school did his dissertation on Dune.
The original Dune?
The book, D-U-N-E, yeah. You know my friend Josh.
Yeah. They're actually coming out with a Dune movie?
Yes. There is one already.
Well, yeah, they're making a new one, though.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to read it forever, too. Oh, that's interesting. Most of the history is written by his unloved wife. See, that's interesting to me because I don't know what it is. I think I talked about this in one of my videos once, maybe. I love fake history more than, which is so messed up. Like, I should care about history of the world. But there's something really interesting to me about fake history, like the Game of Thrones history. Like, I like reading that stuff. I find it so interesting. I think, to be fair, though, it's because most history is written to not be entertaining. It's written to be educational.
Doesn't LauraTwoPointO have that too for her series? There's like a history of like the legends, or whatever.
I think so, yeah. I was thinking for some reason in my mind when you said LauraTwoPointO went to Mary E. Pearson, and her books, the Heart of Betrayal, all those books, she has the fake history woven throughout also, and I find that stuff just so fascinating.
Yeah, same, Kate. I've been meaning to read Dune. My friend Josh is like always talking about it. He's like his dissertation was like critiquing a lot of it, but he also loves it. So I had to hear him talk about it a lot.
Yes, Stephanie, I like lore. Although I watched the lore TV show. So I like the lore behind it. I think it's because when like it's fake history, it's written to be entertaining because it's supposed to be read to be entertaining, rather than being like, I don't know. Although I found this new YouTube channel who talks about like, it's gonna sound so stupid, so I'm not even gonna say it, but
just say it.
It's I found this new YouTube channel that talks about like alternate history, or like not alternate history, but like it sounds so stupid. Non-mainstream historians talking about history, which I found interesting. I also just today found out who Graham Hancock is, who a lot of people apparently hated.
I don't think that is any weirder than talking about how you collect Monster High dolls. So.
Well, I love Drunk History. Oh, I love Drunk History. I just recently watched a really funny one. So the history is kind of like, they talk about how it's possible that maybe there was a lost civilization that existed that people aren't talking about. Because like something I didn't know is like 15,000 years ago, the Sahara Desert was actually green and it was super lush and it's basically like a rainforest, and that the biggest super lake ever was in where the Sahara Desert is now, and that's actually scientifically proven, and I found that really interesting. It's stuff like that, but a lot of people think it's like pseudo history or like pseudo archaeology that's not real. But
well, I've been listening to podcasts about the things that people don't want you to know, and I learned all about how there's concentration camps all over the world right now.
Dude, I think I know you're talking. Wait, what podcast is that?
I sent it to a family group. It's called Things They Don't Want You to Know or something like that.
Oh, I just moved my arm and Alfalfa took both of his paws and wrapped on my arm and tried pulling it back to him.
No. I love Zendaya. Love her.
I don't, because there's just like things that like, so people believe that, you know, history dates back a certain amount of time, but they found a site that's now like 10,000 years older than what they thought. Thank you very much.
This is too much. It's like
No, I counted for half the box.
Stacey, are you talking about the Incas?
a little bit.
Or are you talking about something different?
It's good. Do you like it?
Glad you stopped talking right in the middle of it, eat food.
I just took a bite. I took one bite.
In the middle of literally saying something.
Did I?
Yes.
Okay, so I can talk about this a lot because I'm actually very interested in it, but I won't because we should probably sprint.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna pour my third glass of wine.
I'm gonna eat some pasta, some broccoli, pasta.
Some broccoli rabe pasta.
No. Yeah.
I feel like broccoli rabe was probably named after some dude in New York or like Jersey who like thought it would be cool to name like something after him.
See, I think it's more of like a guy who was trying to grow broccoli and grew that instead on accident. Like, what are you? It wants to be broccoli, Rob? And he's like, broccoli, Rob.
No, I think it was just like your broccoli sucked. You didn't grow it right. It's like, no. This is a new broccoli. It's named after myself, Broccoli Rob. Then everyone called him Broccoli Rob. He was like the cool guy. Oh, okay, Becca. It's fun having you.
Thank you for coming. What is Alfalfa doing? Move around.
Yeah, you do, Kay. I cleared the bottle, so I mean it wasn't full.
Okay.
But
do we want to sprint now?
yes. So let's do it
Let's
at
start in a minute.
5. Yeah, and let's do something in the middle of 10 to 15. Let's do like
13.
13. Yeah, that's my lucky number.
Okay, wait. Somebody mentioned Atlantis because I didn't want to bring it up because there are some interesting theories that Atlantis existed, and it's believable. So this is why I didn't want to say it, because people automatically associate those kinds of people that believe this stuff as like flat earthers, and they're completely different. Because when I say flat earth stuff, I'm joking.
Kevin, I believe in USOs. Okay, so you're just preaching to the choir.
Wait, what did you say? You believe in what?
USOs.
Oh, I thought you said UFOs. I was like, so do I.
Yeah, no, remember humanoids, flying humanoids.
I can. I believe in so many things that I probably shouldn't. It just adds to my anxiety.
All right, so what time does this get over? We're starting now. 13 minutes. What is that? Math is hard. 5, 8.
8. Yeah. Okay, I'm starting it now. Ready? Start sprinting.
Do it.
Keep printing more stupid.
I don't know where my phone is. Oh. Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you.
God, these are like, ugh. Just so everyone knows, tonight's stream is sponsored by peach flavored Perrier
And Duplin wine.
and Scott Pilgrim. I'm just grabbing random things.
And Diet Pepsi.
And asthma.
And sunblock.
My Little Pony.
Hello Kitty.
This pen in particular.
And this washable marker.
I would go for a Brownie Extreme Blizzard right now. TB, you just have to go watch the videos. Bright Insight. Or Side? Inside? Insight. Insight. Bright Insight.
I wish I could get a sponsored video.
I know.
Kitty, call me, sponsor me. Ooh, 103 words. Nice. Panda plant. I like it.
Panda. I'm a big plant person. I have a bunch in there.
I am like a little...
There's 13 minutes. You're stuck?
I'm not stuck. I'm just trying to like, I need to reword this, and I'm like trying to think of the best way to reword it. Like, okay. I'll tell you the tea. In my original version from like years and years ago, this is gonna sound so weird out loud. My character didn't really like people to touch her. It's like part of like, you know, the thing. But like, the character is so different now that I just don't know if I want to keep that as like a thing.
Yeah.
So I have like a scene where like someone's trying to like touch her, like shake her hand, and she's like not shaking their hand, and I just don't know if I'm feeling that anymore. Like, I kind of just want her to shake the damn hand, you know? Like,
then just have her shake the damn hand.
Yeah. Just, you know how when you came up with an idea long ago and you just held on to it for so long that let it go. It really like is so inconsequential, but it's just like the thing that is stuck with the story for so long. That's like a part of this character, even though the character has so fundamentally changed.
Yeah, that's happened to me before. Where like you just don't want to cut it. No particular reason.
Yeah, I don't have a reason, but I'm just like, do I want to get rid of this? That was a 13-minute sprint, by the way. Exactly. It's like, okay, it made sense. It was my old character, and like now this new character, I'm like, I don't really see this character being like that. But it's already like incorporated into the story. It just doesn't feel like it belongs anymore. So now I gotta like change the way this scene happens so that she doesn't do that. 3 glasses of wine. Hopefully I can fall asleep easily today. Now. Because all I want to do is just start singing Kid Cudi really loud. So
No.
I can't get the song out of my head. Ooh, you know what we have downstairs though? You're talking about brownie blizzard things. We have Nutella.
I know what Drunk Laura does with Nutella.
I didn't last weekend.
That sounds kind of creepy if you don't know what we're talking about.
It just it feels so silky and smooth.
Laura likes it like as if it's a mud mask.
I don't know why. It just feels so smooth. I just like want to rub it on my face.
I've heard Headspace is good. I've never used it though.
I forgot about Headspace. I need to go back to that because I've been listening to some like podcasts. Like, so there's one where the guy just like reads classic literature. So that's cool. I like that.
Do you?
Yeah. You forget that I was getting my PhD in literature. So.
But who wants a boring ass man to read classic lit to them?
It's soothing. You know, I like to listen to some Nathaniel Hawthorne while I go to sleep. The Birthmark.
Okay.
Also, though, there's like this guy who just like does random stuff, but like he whispers it. So I was like, okay, but then it started just getting weird. He was just like reading stuff out of a newspaper, and then he was just like telling random facts he was finding on Google. I was just like, this is so weird. The problem I have with stuff is that I get too interested, and if it's not interesting enough, then I start thinking about other things, and then I can't go to sleep. So it's like a delicate balance. I've been thinking about that, like writing stuff. Because this happened to me last week. I looked back at what I wrote on the Thursday write-in, and it was pretty good. It like pushed it in a place that like I probably wouldn't have, but I had to clean some stuff up. I was like, ooh, this is messy. This is just messy.
I meant to say, to Stacy, you can only kill off a character in the middle of the book. I think that works depending on what kind of book you're writing. If you're writing a cute romance book and all of a sudden a character dies.
Oh, let me say this to your question. One of my side characters is still driving me nuts. I have to kill her off in the middle of the book. Kill him off in the what beat is that? For the whip of death. Remember the
battle.
Where does the whiff of death happen?
I don't remember. Sleep With Me podcast sounds creepy. Maybe I'll check it out. You should feel guilty about that.
Dude, you want to talk about creepy? Trisha Paytas was watching a video. Did you see this on her Snapchat story? I mean, not Snapchat story, her Insta story. She was watching an ASMR of a guy who will pretend to be like your husband.
That's not weird. That's really common on YouTube.
Like whispering in bed. Like he's laying on the pillow and he's like, so how was your day?
That's really common on YouTube.
Did you enjoy dinner? Oh, like I was like,
there's literally, Laura, there's an ASMR video. It's called like not being able to talk while your rude dentist is mean to you. And it's like somebody pretending to like look in your teeth like, you haven't been flossing, have you?
Oh my God.
Yes, the wife with Mac. She's so funny. She's like 16 now. She's so
romance where the MC is in love with a ghost. That's been done.
Almost like flight attendant is mean to you.
Yeah. There's like one, yeah, okay, Laura, you should look him up though. It's like your dentist is mean to you about not flossing enough. And it's like he's like, you haven't been flossing enough.
Ew.
You've been brushing twice a day.
I'm going to see Trisha Paytas next weekend. I get to meet her, my queen. I'm so excited.
I also meant to say earlier to Grape, I'm sorry you lost the scene.
Oh, good night, Megan. Wait, she did? I didn't see that. Oh, I lost the scene and I don't have enough brain power to search for it. Oh, no. I was actually thinking about that today. I need to back up my work. I haven't done it in a while. Scary, scary stuff. I've got some issues that no. God, I have Kid Cudi stuck in my head. I literally was listening to it on repeat today because I couldn't get it out of my head, so I just kept listening to it. Because that's how you get something out of your head, right?
Yeah. Actually, sometimes.
That was my thought process anyway. Soundtrack to my life. Oh my God, Great Fry, I know. I'm going to tell her. I'm going to tell her. I've been thinking about this for weeks now. What am I going to say when I meet her? So many things I want to say. And I just want to whisper in her ear, destroy them. That's what I want to do. That's just what I want to say. Destroy them. MC writes a lot of sonnets. Is lover girl too forward of a pet name for a budding? Wait, so is this like, okay, it depends. Is this a contemporary? Like, is this like a teenager, an adult? What, can you give us some context?
Can I just say, side note about Trisha Paytas? I really want to back her on Patreon specifically just so I can listen to her podcast.
Oh God, I don't want to hear any of that.
I want to know what she says on her podcast, but
She talks about dirty stuff.
But she talks about other stuff too.
Not really.
But she does it with her mom.
That doesn't matter.
Ew, never mind. I don't want it.
She talks about like having trains and stuff.
Never mind. Don't want it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not what you want. I did watch the Zach Sang interview.
Is that the guy in her car? I didn't watch that video.
No.
No. Great Fry, I hope that surprise face is to the train comment.
I kind of want to just like tell her like, hey, hire me to be your assistant and I'll be your friend and I'll be able to
I'm
move
follow you around and be like, I love you, you're great.
She needs an assistant. She doesn't have one. She's too big to not have one. Okay, are we gonna do another sprint?
Yeah.
Let's do one on the 20. We can do a 10-minute and it'll get us to 9:30.
Okay.
Urban fantasy, high school age content. Doesn't remember the other girl at all, but they're mortal. I feel like Lover Girl is maybe a little too mature for a high schooler. Maybe. But they're immortal, so.
So was Edward Cullen.
Someone tweeted today, I just want to see a 500-year-old vampire date another 5-year-old. I keep saying 5-year-old. 500-year-old vampire instead of trolling the high schools for their true love. She said, give me some centuries-old will they, won't they angst.
Oh my God.
I was like, yes, I'm here for that.
Good night, Mugu.
Oh, good night. Good night.
Also, everyone, make sure if you haven't already, you hit the like button below because it really helps out Laura's channel, and you subscribe to me because I'm amazing. Smash that like button below. You love the video, fam. Boom. I don't know. I'm trying to do some kind of Jake Paul thing. Did it work?
Ew. Please don't. Okay, we're gonna do a 10-minute sprint to get us to 9:30.
Okay, ready, go. God. Oh, God, as my grandma would say. Why can't... Laura, you're muted. I just heard you say the F word. I mean, saw you say the F word.
I forgot I was muted. Don't you just love how, like, at least once a day I tag you in some sort of article on Facebook about meatless recipes?
Yeah, I saved some of them. Like once
So do you ever, like, actually use any of them?
Yeah, I have.
I just tagged you in one that was like, because I was looking at a notification and it just looked at plant-based ways to eat protein if you're cutting back on meat. I did. I vlogged for a minute. That's why I muted it, and then I forgot that it was muted. Ooh, 204 words. I actually, so I'm in the B story beat, and it basically has 3 scenes. Because it's her first day of school, and I have 3 scenes, and I just finished editing 1 of them. So
nice. How far into the book are you?
On the B story. Just the second beat. It's right before Fun and Games.
Oh yeah.
So it's like introducing the characters that are going to be important. So like that's why it's like the first day of school. So you're going to meet who will become her friends and the love interest. For once, Kevin, I'm actually excited for you to read this because I've changed so much that like you don't actually know what to expect going into it. So
I'll let you know if I guess.
I mean, some of it's going to be the same, but. Nice, 737. That's good. Especially since these are chatty, you know.
I did mostly researching again. Oh my God, Laura, stop. Laura has the habit of telling me everything that happens in her books before giving it to me.
I do. It's because I have to talk to somebody about it. But then I hate it because then I feel like he's going into the book like knowing stuff, so then I don't know his actual like reactions or thoughts on things because he's already like I originally told him like the whole plot of this book, but I've changed so much. Like the ending's not the same, the characters are not the same, like the things that happen are not the same. Like it's a different book, bro.
Gas.
But Aaron knows everything, so now I have him to talk to you about that. So I don't have to tell it to you.
How did everybody else do for the whole stream?
Yeah. Oh, Stacey got 94. Nice, nice. Kevin, what are you reading right now while we wait for people to respond?
What?
It is special, Jessica.
I was just reading back over the chat.
It's a different book, bro. Dude, I call everyone bro. For real, don't I, Kevin?
Yeah.
Yeah. And my main character, her mom calls people bro when she's mad. So, yeah. There's a little bit of me in the main character. There's a little bit of me in the mom.
That's
There's a little bit of me sprinkled all over that book. You're going to love it.
That's awesome. Congrats.
18. Whoa, Artemis. That's crazy. That's like on nano level there.
That's above nano level. Get on Artemis level.
Yeah, really. I mean, I guess we're looking at like what I edited, revised. You know, I took some stuff out, added some stuff in. It was 857 words.
Nice.
Revision, so.
Get a girl.
That's what he said.
He said nothing of the sort.
Nice. 416 is good for just 2 sprints. I've got to do my roots because look, this white, like, where is it? There it is. See it?
It kind of just looks like it's light shining off your hair.
Yeah, it's freaking Snow White though. I was gonna go get my hair done, but then like Aaron, her girlfriend, I guess, does hair, and so he was like, "You should go to her," and I'm like, "Okay," but I feel awkward because my hairdresser and I follow each other on Instagram, so she'll know if I go to somebody else.
I would not go to a new person for many reasons.
No, but it's like,
because then you're also gonna feel like obligated to talk to a brand new person, and
I have a relationship with my hairdresser. We like follow each other on Instagram. We like comment and stuff. So,
like, what if the new person doesn't do as well? If you don't have a problem with the old one, why?
It's just my roots. You know.
See, I'm with Stacey. Don't go to a new person.
I know.
Obviously, Aaron doesn't even have hair. He buzzes his head. He wouldn't understand what it means to find a good hairdresser.
I know.
Like it's just like a thing you can flippantly throw around. Oh, just go to this person instead. Like, no, that
like,
understand.
Throw her a bone. Like, go to her.
How about be like, can I just give her $20 and not go to her?
Rude. I mean, I'm sure she's fine. Like, it's just like, it's hard to get a good hairdresser.
Yes, I agree. And you already found someone that understands your hair, what you want. Why go to someone new?
And then what do I do if I go to someone else? Do I have to block her on Instagram? That's so uncomfortable.
And then you can never go back to her. So what if the new person doesn't work out, and then you can never go back to the old one?
I can't. It's too stressful.
Just get your roots done, and don't tell Aaron that you went to the old person again. Be like, yeah, I totally went to Joe Schmo.
He wouldn't even notice.
And there you go.
I was like, man, my roots are coming in. He's like, are they? I'm like, yeah. Are you looking at me like ever?
Probably not.
Yeah, Artemis, that's what you're supposed to do. Word vomit. Yes, Kevin is one of the 7 dwarfs. He's dopey.
I wish my sister was a hairdresser. Instead, she's just an idiot.
I tried to get Kevin to do a video with me on my main channel. Well, I don't want to call it my main channel, my personal channel. I wanted Kevin to do my hair, like follow a YouTube short.
I never said I wouldn't do it.
I could never get you to come over, Kevin. I had to bribe you.
God. Oh my God.
I used to live, 20 minutes away from you, and I would have to bribe
20 minutes? This is LA. Driving from LA to Glendale took longer than 20 minutes.
How often do you go to Glendale now?
At least once or twice a month.
I had to bribe you with free dinners.
Well, it worked, didn't it?
Ugh, TB, then it's not even like a good thing if you still have to pay her.
Bless you.
Our mom was a hairdresser for like a hot second when she was young, and so we would always bug her to like cut our hair and stuff, and she hates it. You have to like beg her for months and months. It's like, please, just cut my freaking hair. She finally like, fine, I'm only doing it tonight. And there'd be like 7 of us sitting in the living room waiting for our turn. Well, I would have to block her because I wouldn't want her to know I went to somebody else.
It's a very delicate situation. I wish I could do my own hair, but I can't do this basic job. I don't know. It like gotta be blended together.
There's just like certain things I just would prefer to pay someone to do, like if I can like afford it. And then one of them is getting my dogs groomed. So that is gonna happen. They're going to a freaking groomer. Enough is enough. Because the problem is they don't sit still, and like, so I guess at a groomer they probably like put them away and then get them back out a little later. That's why they're there so long. But like when we try to do it, it's like, okay, we'll go back to it later, and then we don't till half of them is cut, and then it's just a mess. So it looks like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to go to bed early tonight. I did have 3 glasses of wine, so I'm hoping. Oh wait, is tomorrow Friday?
Yeah.
What? Now that I work like a 9 to 5 job, the week goes by so fast because like so much of your day is at work. But I read a lot of books at work. I get to listen to so many books. I read the first Raven Boy. Well, I say read, but I listened to it. I'm almost done with the second Raven Boy book.
Can Aaron's hairdresser do your dog's hair? There you go. Compromise.
Oh my god. Do it. I've been really wanting a side shave for like ever, and Aaron all the time is like, yes, do it, do it, do it, do it. But I'm like, my hair is so long, and I'm so scared of the growing back. Like, it's not that big of a deal because my hair is so long that I could just like flip it over. Probably, I don't know.
Stop being a wuss. Just do it.
Shave your head, Kevin.
I don't want to. You want to do yours.
You don't understand. You know how long it's taken me to grow this hair?
Not that long.
Yeah. The last time I cut my hair short was in 2012.
But you've gotten it trimmed once.
Yeah, but trim is just to help it keep growing. And I've had it trimmed more than once. God. I've had it trimmed twice since I've lived here. See, I love shaved heads. And, like, my husband, he loves a shaved head on a woman. Like, he thinks it looks amazing. I don't want to shave my head because I do like my long hair, but I think a side shave would look really cool.
Just shave your entire head.
No, I just said I don't want to do that.
Do it anyway.
Really? You would recommend the side shave? See, my hair's pretty, like, I mean, it's not clean right now, but my hair's pretty healthy for the most part. It's very long and thick. So, I got a lot of hair. I'm always talking about it. It's like, it's a blessing and a curse. So.
I just don't even know what to say to that.
Well, I'm sorry that I bore you, Kevin.
I'm sorry that you bore me too.
Your life is so much more interesting. Why don't you go play with your dolls?
I don't play with them. I admire them.
Well, why do you admire your sister? She's the real thing.
Well. Natalie Dormer plays Cressida, right? Is the one with the side shave?
Yes, and she looked amazing with it. Exactly. I'm worried about the growing back out.
I feel like all my energies got zapped from me.
This happens to you every live chat. You're like, oh.
I was fine until like maybe like 10 minutes ago. I think it's the pasta hitting me. I'm getting pasta tired.
Oh, thank you. I tried to cut my hair myself back then. It never looked good. I only time I've ever cut my hair is like sometimes because it's so long. When I would get split ends, I would just like, I'll just cut it myself. Like, no one even notices because I'm not like cutting that much. Oh my god, look at this white. Wait, if I ever shave my head, I get 100% a tattoo on your head? That's what it is, Kevin. Pasta tired.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Those carbs.
Oh, it's the carbs, is it?
Yeah, you probably had like 750 million.
Just like one of those meal things you sent me a picture of.
I know, those are supposed to be healthy meals. It's like a place in town. It's like, we'll do your meal cooking for you. And it's like, oh, okay. How is that healthy? Oh my god, Stephanie, that sounds like that would hurt so bad.
I need to shower.
I love you, tired.
I need to go shower.
Yeah, it's getting about that time for me to start getting ready for bed. Well, this was fun, guys. Next week, we're going to be on Kevy's channel. Are we going to have a co-host, Kevin? You know?
Not next week.
Oh, okay. Well,
she's not going to be. She's going to be out of state at that thing.
Oh, right.
I'm not going to say who because I don't want to give away who it is.
Yeah.
Like I know what she's going to, but I don't want to give away
Soon we're gonna have a mystery co-host.
I think it'll be 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now.
Okay.
So if anyone's interested, you can send me or Laura an email.
Although I'm really bad at email, like for real. If you send me an email and I don't respond in a couple days, just comment on one of my videos and be like, "Girl, check your email." Or on Instagram, I guess you could too.
Anyone that's interested in co-hosting can always email Laura or me. My business email is just Kevlandia Business. I call it business email. My YouTube email is just Kevlandia Business.
For business inquiries.
And then Laura's email is below in her description. You can always send us an email if you'd like to co-host.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
my God, a forehead tattoo? Oh my God. Not judging. I just like that would hurt so bad. Yo. What were you saying?
If anybody ever co-hosts, just remember to be prepared. It's her boyfriend's name.
No.
What's his name?
Oh no.
Something fun.
Hopefully it's like Jesus so that she can pull that off if something happens. Just as like Jesus across her forehead.
Is it big or is it tiny?
No.
Casper?
No.
Does it say, can I keep you underneath it?
No. Let's break my heart.
Is it big? Is it like take up her entire forehead or is it like tiny off to the side?
Oh no. Oh my God.
That is my hero.
Oh, I don't even know what to say
that. Grape.
Oh, but to have to be tied to bangs for the rest of your life. Oh.
Who are you, Zoe Deschanel?
Launch. It's kind of cute.
When you get Casper tattooed on your forehead, no holds. Anything goes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goidas.
Or as our girl Xenon would say, Cetus Lepidus. Or Cetus Lepidus.
Gosh.
We say Cetus Lepidus, but I think it's technically Cetus Lepidus.
Dragon Ball Z was one of the animes I could not get into.
Oh my God, Kevin, I watched the preview for High School Musical, the series.
Looks funny.
So here for that. I cannot wait. So. Oh, Lord. Why did it want me to approve that?
I don't know.
Words, really?
I have certain words tagged as like to come up to not be.
I have nothing.
I have words like
the F word.
The F word for gay people.
Xenon is equal. Oh, I love Xenon. I hope that's on the Disney Plus.
The best anime ever to date is the Sanrio Boys. The Sanrio Boys anime. The Sanrio Boys anime, and it is on.
I thought you didn't like the Sanrio Boys.
What?
I thought you didn't like the Sanrio Boys.
No, remember I texted you and said I watched it, and there was a lot of weird.
On there to watch, but I didn't think you liked it because I was always telling you when there was like Sanrio Boys stuff at the Japan store, Japan LA, and you were like, nah.
I just can't afford it. But the Sanrio Boys anime is very clearly coded as gay without them being able to say it's gay.
Why wouldn't they be able to say it's gay though?
Because Japan isn't as gay friendly as.
They're not?
I mean, not like that. Not like. Yeah, CTV because Japan.
I don't know. I guess I thought they were a little bit more flexible than that because I feel like there's a lot of gay stuff that comes out of Japan.
It's okay, great. It is so like the subtext, the homoerotic subtext is insane. Like it's so obvious that these two characters are boyfriends, and I'm just like, he like walks like the very first episode, he like goes up to the guy and he's like showering and he's like, don't look. And then the guy's like, it's not like I haven't seen it before. And I was like, we're best friends. And I was like, no, they're sleeping together. There's a new anime that got dubbed into English, and it's coming out on Netflix. Damien already watched it in Japanese, like with subtitles, called Carol and Tuesday. And it is about humans living on Mars. And it's a singing competition TV show. Like, it's like people basically do like an American Idol type thing on Mars.
I'm here for that.
And like the one of the main characters is like a rich girl who wants to be like a musician, so she runs away from her family that doesn't want it, and like runs into the other girl, and so like they like I don't know. One of them is she's black and she's from. One's like I don't know. I think she's born on Mars. The other one's black and she's from Earth or something. I don't remember. I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We're best friends. Yeah, that's most gay subtext. We're best friends.
Or they're roommates.
Yeah.
That's what we were always told about Uncle Marty's friends.
His friends.
Uncle Marty's bringing his new roommate. Okay, Grandma, we all know.
It was so weird, Stephanie, though. Like the clip, I was like, what is happening? He's watching him shower. He's like, it's not like I haven't seen it before. And I was like, are they not supposed to be gay? What is happening here? And he's like, my favorite is My Melody. And I was like,
wait, they talk about Sanrio characters in it?
that's literally what the show's about. It's about a group of boys who start a club because they all like Sanrio characters.
I'm so excited for that. Who are their favorite characters?
One of them likes My Melody. One of them likes Hello Kitty. One likes Twin Stars. The Twin Stars guy is really weird. I think he has purple eyes. I don't really understand it.
Oh, my Uncle Marty's very out. Like, this is like a long time ago, like, when we were young. That all stopped a long time ago.
But, okay, so really quick, Laura, the show is about a kid who loves Sanrio. He likes one character in particular. I'm blanking on the name. But he's teased for it when he's younger, so he's like, I don't like Sanrio anymore. But he secretly keeps this plush of one of them that his grandma gave him.
What is it?
It's
Sam.
It's the yellow dog thing. It's like Ponchan.
Oh, Pom Pom Puddin'.
Yes. So he like in the first episode he realizes that like he's like, I still like Sanrio. I don't want to not like it. I'm afraid what people will think of me, especially girls. And then he like runs into these two guys who also like carry these little keychains. Like one of them's like supposed to be a very flamboyant gay guy. It's so obvious. And he has like a My Melody keychain. And then like the jock guy, he pulls out one. He's like, I have a Hello Kitty one. And then it's like, what? And then the episode ends.
I don't understand the allure of My Melody. I don't know why everyone loves her. Just is it because she's pink?
Probably.
Anyway.
Oh, and then in the anime they introduced a new character who is supposed to be like a bad guy turned good, and his favorite is Bakmaru. And like he's like an emo guy, and he like holds like this plush of Bakmaru, and I was like, you freaking suck.
Is that how you say it? Batsmaru?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I've always heard of the American way. Batsmaru. Anyway, this is sure not interesting to everyone. Where can you watch it though?
It is, I believe it's on Crunchyroll, and it's also, I mean, if you really want to, it's on YouTube.
Okay. God, Chandler, I can tell you. Who was it? What show was I just watching? Oh, Aaron and I have been watching Buffy, and Xander is 100% Chandler from Friends. He's like the literal same character. I guess it's like the same writers too.
Huh.
We should do a Sanrio discussion podcast. Yes. Me and Kevin.
I'm here for it. I literally on my desk have small gifts celebrating 50 years of Sanrio.
I have Hello Kitty, a Gretzko. I just knocked over all my other Gretzkos. I have Good Tama behind me. And I don't have my, what was I going to have you get me? And then I didn't. I changed my mind.
Creamy Chan?
Creamy Chan, yeah.
Okay, but look right here. Here's, oh no, it's stuck. My pin board. There's my little twin stars that Laura gave me. Why is this stuck like this? It won't let me move. Look, I have my little twin stars. And then look, Laura, look.
Good.
It's the best keychain ever.
Oh. You know, I'm reading the Raven Boy series right now, and there's so much tarot cards in it, like so much. I feel like maybe this is why a lot of people got into it, because I know the series is really popular.
Tarot is very popular on AuthorTube.
Right, so I'm just like, is it from Raven Boys? Like, I know it's a really popular series. So like constantly, like he's the King of Swords or Seven of Swords. I don't know anything about that stuff.
I put a brief mention of tarot cards in my book. I had to do a lot of research.
Yeah.
I'm
You
hoping
should
that I
read the Raven Boy series.
What?
You should read the Raven Boy series. They have tarot cards and witches and people who have visions, like seers and stuff.
Gorgiles and witches.
No Gorgile. Yeah, it has.
Tarot as in the food, because I love tarot.
Ooh, I love that.
So I noticed that too because I love Kickstarters. I'm always like on there looking at projects. I don't really back that many because I'm broke, but I love to go on there and just look. And so many people do campaigns to like help fund me remake my own tarot card deck. And it's just like I'm making a tarot card deck in my own art style. So many people, dozens of them. It's insane.
Stephanie, if yours has a lot, I would recommend the Raven Boy series then by Maggie Stiefvater. But it's a wild series, dude. Like it's really kind of hard to follow, to be honest. It's very literary. Now, I'm not saying that in a bad way. That's not what makes it hard to follow either. Those are just two like exclusive things. It's a very literary read, and there's also like a lot of weird stuff happening.
Grape, I didn't know that, and I bought my own deck. So can I gift you the one I bought myself, or is that bad? I've had a deck since like 8th grade. I bought it at Barnes & Noble.
Ooh, a series with gargoyles.
April K, who is an AuthorTuber, she is writing a series about gargoyles. And the first book's already out, actually. It's on Kindle.
Let's check that out. All right, Kev, we need to rein this in because I'm getting super tired.
Yeah, me too. I need to shower.
I'm very superstitious.
I had fairy cards at one point. I was gifted, but I don't know what happened to them. I have no clue, but I will accept.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for sticking around with us, and even 30 minutes after the last sprint to hear us talk about our love of Sanrio and other geeky things.
Honestly, who here wouldn't love to listen to me and Laura chat about random shit?
Kevin and I have talked about doing a podcast, but we can't like agree on what to do it on. So
yeah.
So I don't know if you have any thoughts. Leave some comments on this. Things we could talk about in a podcast. So we have lots of ideas. We can't narrow it down. All right, guys. Well, as always, we will be doing Thirsty Thursday next Thursday on Kevin's channel. So if you don't already subscribe to him, you should, so that you'll get the reminder for it. Right. So yeah, I feel like I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so next week, be there with your adult drink. I'm gonna try to get some more mix so I can have some margs, because your girl loves tequila. So
yeah, you do. Oh, thanks.
I mean, look, I could talk for days about like so many things. I just can't really like figure out what to like hone in on, you know. So I would just avoid dream catchers.
Yeah.
I would just avoid them altogether. Yeah. So that's just my conspiracy theory, my opinion. All right, guys. What?
Okay.
What did you say?
So it's not really a conspiracy, it's just fact, but whatever.
That's what Rich Lux always says, because he's trying so he doesn't get sued. He's like, allegedly, my opinion, my conspiracy theory is, so that way no one can come for him. So, all right, guys. Well,
no one's coming for you over Dreamcatchers.
What?
Sorry, I said no one's coming for you over Dreamcatchers.
No, I was making a joke.
I know.
Obviously, it's time for Kevin to go to bed. So
I'm closing.
All right, guys. We will see you guys next week. Thank you guys for writing with us. It's been fun. And now I gotta go sleep off this wine. So
yeah, right. She'll be laying in bed for 4 hours.
Bye.
Good night. Bye. It still says live.
I know. It says